What's good? I ain't ready. I thought I was ready, but apparently I wasn't ready. I done got my damn my title messed up and everything, but it's all good. Y'all know what time it is? Episode 16. Y'all know we done this before, messing up titles, but it's all good. We up in here doing the damn thing. It's another Thursday. You know how we do on these lovely Thursdays, man. You know, we come on in and we cool out. You know, I appreciate everybody showing love, everybody who be rocking with me on Thursdays. You know what I'm sizzling? You know. We gonna get the Mondays back rolling. I'm gonna start doing music reviews on Mondays, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start doing those again. And we're gonna put a little fee on there too with them. But it's coming. It's coming back soon. So yeah, just stay on the lookout for that. Hope everybody's doing well though. You know what I'm saying? Everything's okay over here. Kind of. You know what I'm sizzling? Well, everything's okay for me over here. You know what I'm saying? In my hometown, bless you. In my hometown, people are going crazy because, you know, in my hometown, it's a whole lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? And they had like this pizza place or whatever. Uh, um, you know, it was a pizza place, black owned place in Columbia. Haven't been able to go there yet. But you know, they had someone come down, or, you know, a major influencer come down, review their spot, and they gave them a good review. And people are hitting the person up who gave them a good review, saying that they should take the review down, saying that it's not really as good as you claim it is, and all kind of stuff. And the person who did it, it was an influence. I think her name was like Roll It Up K or something. I don't follow her personally. Didn't really know until this situation. You know what I'm saying? But she had commented on her page. She was like, she had went to a lot of cities and done a lot of reviews, but she's never been to a city like the one like Columbia, South Carolina, where they're actually hitting her and her manager up, telling them to take down the post of them reviewing the restaurant. And I gotta tell y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? This city right here is Haterville. You gotta know, man. Y'all gotta know. What's good, Ken Dog in the building? Brain, we all up in here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Yeah, but my city is the epitome. It is hard. If you're doing anything here, it is hard to try to thrive or grow here. You know what I mean? It's like as long as you're in the position of trying to prove yourself here, then they will love fucking with you. But if the moment you like, hey, like, you know, I'm this person and I want to be respected like this, it's oh man, that's when all the hate comes and all the rumors and all this shit come on with you. So I'm in the city right now. That's what it is. That's what it is, Ken Dog. What you in my city? You in my city, Ken Dog? Shit, I know you ain't made it to the south. Hope everything all good with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Y'all seen the Nicki Minaj joint where she's on Call of Duty. She's some like downloadable pack or something. I don't even think that's right. And she got some kind of Barbie gun. They further pushing the damn agendas. Now they're doing it in the damn games now with the Call of Duty. Leave Call of Duty alone. All right? We need to have a campaign called Leave, even though they already did the shit. Now they got motherfucker. Who the fuck gonna die? You better not be shooting nobody with that Barbie gun. They wrong as fuck for that. Man, what's good? What's going on, Sarah Eatman, man? Always good seeing my peoples, man. I appreciate y'all so much for coming through rocking with me. It's always good seeing my peoples coming up in here, man. It's all love, man. I hope y'all having a great week. Hope everything is going great for y'all positively. You know what I'm saying? Hope everything is just on the ups for y'all. You know what I mean? Because you know that's what we need. We need good positivity in this motherfucker. Cause I ain't gonna lie, boy. The internet is full of bullshit and drama, and a whole lot of and a whole lot of loss of life. You know what I'm saying? To all my wrestling fans out there, rest in peace, Terry Funk. That's fucked up. Terry Funk done passed. You know what I'm saying? You know, legendary wrestler. If you know anything about you know, Terry Funk, the Funk, Dory Funk, and the Funk family and all that good shit. You know, back in the day, they were some legendary wrestlers. You know, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. You know, he's passed. You know, he had a great character. going on in the WWE. Someone that was kind of reminiscent of the old school characters with his with the like the evil character with the evil Southern type character. I thought that was pretty dope. He made that work. So that was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy all on all on Facebook. But yeah, man, my city is the epitome of hate. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I went to war with my motherfucking city. You know what I mean? I got tired of them shitting on artists that's actually that's been around, that's actually established, and them trying to make it seem like they have to keep following behind all the lies and the bullshit in the city, and all the fake DJs and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just wild, man. It's wild. It's crazy how it crazy as how your hometown will fuck you, will try to fuck you up first, but it ain't nothing like our hometown. I swear, it ain't nothing like ours. But anyway, let me go ahead and move on. Up in this studio, making some great magic. I got some good music coming out real hella soon. I'm gonna hit your town and teach them haters how to love. You can't do it, Kendall. Don't do it. Kendall, you'll be in lockdown up in this motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Kendall, you a good person. I can't see you getting mad like that. You know what I'm saying? And I can see. I'm pretty sure they'll make Kendall just go crazy and flip out this motherfucker. I'm not going. Hey, you're transforming this shit. Hey, next thing you know, he gonna start growing like all big and green and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then Twisted the Same music gonna start playing. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden he's just gonna start body slapping motherfuckers. This place will make you do it to him. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? He said 187. Real shit. This place will make you do that to him. Like no shit, man. Real talk. They try to blackball you from nothing. I don't. They try to blackball you from nothing around this bitch. It's some bullshit. But it's all good, man. You just can't let them haters get to you, man. You got to keep doing what you're doing. I ain't gonna lie. This is a great training ground for me in this city. You know what I'm saying? It got my motherfucking skin bulletproof out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, if you can make it in this city and keep going, I know you can make it anywhere. Real shit, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even seen if you had brought me no. I ain't even seen what you did today. God dang it! Did you bring me some news? I ain't even seen that. I've been ripping and running all day. Let me see if Ken Dog brought me some goddamn news, man. Ken Dog is the homie that every homie needs. He did not, but it's all good because guess what? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know. But Ken Dog is still the homie. He's always the homie that everybody needs. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you so much for everything you do, big homie. But yeah, man, it's crazy around the way. It is crazy around the way. What else going on? He said, no news, big homie. I'm banned. Ain't nothing wrong with it, big homie. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shit. Ain't too much news going on like that. No way. Nothing but sad shit going on. They got Shanny Rocks has just found out that they have this new Amazon fucking social media, but it's like the sell shit and all kind of shit. So that's something cool. Like Amazon has this social media site where they're selling stuff. And I'm thinking that's like the new way to sell shit nowadays, even though I'm trying to get to that big money. I'm trying to get to the motherfucking what's that white boy Aiden. They got that white boy Aiden got $100 million off damn streaming off Kick something, one of them damn streaming sites. Motherfuckers is making money out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So shit. Even though I heard they all doing some wild ass shit, but I'm just talking about finances at this point. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man. Yeah, man. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. Appreciate y'all showing love to the Hybrid803 comedy channel. You know what I'm saying? That's always a blessing. I think that's like one of the most fastest growing channels I've ever gotten. I've ever grown. That bitch almost at 1,000 subscribers. We just reached like 900. We almost at 1,000. 100 more. We gonna be at 1,000. That was quick. And like I started that shit like 2 months ago, I think. So, and that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, hats off to that. Woohoo! But yeah, man. Just cooling out this bitch, man. Making that good music, man. Can't wait for y'all to hear it. I know I've been banging y'all in the head with that On Fire for a minute. Now I've been Oh yeah. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you. That's in a short amount of time. That's you know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it so much. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, we got some great music coming. I know I done banged y'all in the head with that On Fire. But we coming out with some new shit soon. I got some songs backed up in that mug. I just gotta get them mixed and mastered, and then I'm gonna bring them out to you. But we're gonna do it one at a time. So just stay tuned. That's coming. You know what I'm saying? That is coming. You know. But let me go ahead and put that link out just in case anybody want to rock with your boy. Real quick. Hold up. For real. All right, and we back. For you, whoever want to join in, you can join in. Who's saying what's good, bro? Who this is? Who this is? Who is this? It says Facebook user. Who is the one that's saying Facebook user? Let me know. I can't see your face for some reason. I don't know why they do me like on the chat over on the chat room sometimes. We got Ken.
Oh hell yeah! You threw me right in here. That's so fucking sick.
We got Ken.
What is up?
Coolin', bro. It's dark over there.
That's the view.
That's what's up. You got a nice view. Where you at, bro?
You know
what that is?
That's a building. They call they call that one the Freedom Tower.
The Freedom Tower.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. What is that? Well, okay. So where you at? It's dark over there.
You know that saying, never forget?
Uh-huh.
You done forgot. No, I'm just playing with you, Hybrid 803. Good to see you. The Freedom Tower is essentially like the memorial, like the replacement for the Twin Towers for 9/11.
Okay.
When 9/11 happened and we lost the two towers, it probably would have been somewhere like right here and here-ish.
Right.
Somewhere around that. Yeah, that's where they put that one up. And then some crazy shit. Yeah, this one right. Yeah, this guy.
I forgot you said you were going to New York, ain't it?
Yeah, this guy right here is like a Jenga type building. It gets all weird and funky at the top. I wish you could see it like right up here.
Right.
And then if you were to look just right here, like where my finger's at, there is a skyscraper without motherfucking windows.
How the fuck? Oh hell no.
And it's called 33 Thomas. And if anybody's watching, including you, Hybrid 803, I recommend, if you've never heard of 33 Thomas, look into that shit because it's a little interesting.
I bet so.
It has to do with a lot of the Snowden stuff.
Okay.
Sorry, I probably just got your whole YouTube flagged and disappeared. Now you know why.
I don't even know. I'm not even abreast of that, so I gotta check that out. I don't even know what's going on with that with Snowden or whatever.
Yeah, everything that you say, do, text to anyone, whether it's on social media or not, through your phone, it's all monitored and it all goes through. Yeah, it all goes through. Like an area that's like a discrete. In this scenario, would be a motherfucking skyscraper without windows. That's
shit.
When all the other buildings are dead and gone, that one will still be there, just because of the way it's built.
Right,
it's a pretty gnarly building.
Right, so you're saying it's like a tracking or some shit like that, like it does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all for the monitoring and that kind of stuff.
Wow,
and
that's what it is, man. Well, good. Shouts out to you being up in New York. That's what's up, man.
Much love, man. I'm happy to be here. I've made many trips to like New Jersey through the years, and I've never actually stayed in the city. It's what's weird about this whole thing is that, like, New York, historically speaking, like, this city has always been incredibly expensive. I
Yeah.
feel like everywhere else is so motherfucking expensive right now. This place feels reasonable
Oh
and
wow.
like kind of like cheap,
Oh wow.
like compared to even Denver. You go to like Denver downtown, the hotel my work had me at. I mean, they were throwing me in a it was kind of crappy, honestly, but it was $500 a night for a lot of people.
Oh, wow.
I didn't get that rate. I got a better rate, but like, I mean, that makes $300 a night not seem too freaking crazy in New York. It's still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I could never do that on my own,
Yeah, that is fucking
my own
cheap.
ambition,
Yeah,
without some serious planning and budgeting and all that. But
I'm pretty sure you got
yeah,
a
man.
nice ass spot too. I know that shit is nice.
Yeah, it's tight. The building's got this whole got their whole theme and everything. They mostly hold the doors for you when you walk in and out.
Okay.
And
Real
there
short.
are a lot of there's a lot of like areas, like as far as cuisine and stuff, of
Okay.
course the pizza is pretty lit. And
What
I've
part
been
you in again?
doing what's that?
What part you in again?
I'm in lower Manhattan, so I'm in
Okay.
like lower part of the city. But
Okay.
yeah, so I've been doing my best to like start eating cleaner, watch my figure,
Okay.
and go on walks, get that vitamin D, get that sunshine.
Okay.
And that's all pretty much out the window for this week for the most part. On Monday night, I was like, I'm gonna be a good boy. I ate a poke bowl. I'm like, I ate pretty clean today,
Right.
and I'm not gonna go get that pizza.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go get that pizza. So it was like not. I don't know. It was like it was evening, about the same time we're talking right now.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. I just didn't even eat any pizza yet. And of course, it's gonna happen. But
New York
I'm
has
just
the best
gonna,
pizza. They do.
I'm just gonna watch YouTube, and then it's all fine and dandy. We'll call it a night. First thing that pops up: LTD Pizza, Barstool Sports. The guy that does all the pizza reviews.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, he literally just posted. I'm like, oh man, that's 0.2 miles. And then he posted it 4 hours ago, and he gave it an 8.2. And I
Damn.
was like, I gotta see what's up with the 8.2. That's
Right.
pretty
Right.
freaking serious.
Well, while you're up
And
there, I mean, don't deprive yourself. Like if you don't be up there much,
yeah,
like go ahead and try to grab something. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, man. You got to live your life. That's the thing that's real important. I mean, it's a short one for all of us, no matter what.
Right.
And you only get one shot, as far as I can tell.
Damn
Once
right.
it's done, it's done.
Right.
And it goes by fast, man. Especially once you hit, if you're fortunate enough to hit your 30s, I mean, it just gets shorter and shorter. My
Right.
understanding, like the reason behind that, it's like perspective. It's because like we've had so much more time to like in our perspective timeline.
Mm.
What up, Lisa? Yeah, we have so much like
Well,
more
Lisa stuff.
perspective in our timeline. If you're a young 8-year old, like you've only had so many days on this planet, so
Right.
those days are a lot more significant, and you
Right.
don't have as many other days to compare against. So
Right.
even that, something actually I heard like recently
Mm.
is that the days are literally getting shorter.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I heard of that. I'd like to say too, to double back on what you were saying, like with the when you reach 30, I think like when you reach in your 30s, you just get straight to the point more with a lot of shit too. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to beat around the bush with nothing. You know what I mean? Like that's how I am now. Like I don't want to be fucking with shit unless it got something, unless it's no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah,
if it is what it is, let me see what it is. I'm not with all this, lifetime
yeah.
movie bullshit, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
man. Like I as much as I love speaking in metaphors and in riddles,
Uh,
um, there is a certain beauty of knowing where you stand with somebody and
right.
them being direct, concise, and transparent.
Mm,
So, I've had occasions where I thought, I'm talking to people daily and I'm sharing all this personal information with them. I believe like we have like this strong friendship.
mhm.
And then, when the subject comes up, they're like, we aren't friends. It's like, wait, we talk every day.
Yeah,
And
like,
that kind of situation, like nobody want. Come on,
yeah,
who wants that? Nobody wants that.
yeah. That's wild.
So that's how I feel about like one of the things here, culturally speaking, and with stereotypes, and like the whole New York, New Jersey, even I would even like lump Boston in this. So like I was always raised to believe like the folks in this area, they're kind of just dicks. And you know what? That might or might not be true, but I have a certain like appreciation where at least they're direct and go
Yes.
straight to the point. You know, it's like they hit 30. It's like
Oh
they
yeah,
hit
yeah,
30,
yeah,
like
yeah.
no
Yeah,
matter what their age was.
yeah. In the South, we do have this. We do have this. This shit where we like kind of dance around shit, or we have this nice meanness. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's very disrespecting. Like you'll tell somebody, "Oh, bless your heart," but really you're saying like, "Oh,
But
you."
you, I hope you
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you're right, man. That's
fuck you with a smile.
right. That's how it is down south. It's fuck you with a smile. You so
Yeah,
nice.
well, that's how they're hating on you, huh? You
Uh,
know, I had one. I don't get a lot of hate, honestly.
right,
Like, of course, you know, I get occasional
right,
someone's doing some weird, wacky stuff, or they say something wacky, and we all do that, right? But like, um, I ran into like a weird one this week where I went out with some like just like one person that I work with, and
right.
got a few drinks in him, and he really started telling me how he felt,
Mm.
and it weirded me out like real bad because there were several things that popped up. One thing he mentioned, he was like, hey, your picture on like when we all go in like the company, like you're hella intimidating. He's like, I'm incredibly intimidated by your face
He
in
said
that
that you
picture.
like he's a
Yeah, then he told me that, and then he followed it up with like, here's the reality, like we're all threatened by you, and straight up he told me straight up like he's hella jealous of me.
Oh
And I
wow.
was like, man, that's just a weird,
Yeah.
motherfuckers are weird, man. Like I don't know if you run into that all the time, or if you've ever ran into that where someone's just straight up has like a like an open conversation with you, and they are straight up telling you that they are jealous of everything you got going on in your life, how you live
Oh,
your lifestyle, where
right,
you're at in your position and a professional land, how you know things, they don't know things.
right.
And like, I don't know if you ever ran into that. I don't know. That's not something that's like common for me, but I found it to be like a weird, kind of almost awkward moment.
Right,
Like really something to reflect on. It's like, okay, this
right,
person straight up told me they despise me because they're jealous of me.
right.
Like, where do you go from there? I mean, I feel
You
like
leave them,
that's
you leave them the hell alone. Like I've been to when it happens to me. See when it happens to me is when they get jealous, especially in my hometown, they'll just like kind of stop fucking with you and like kind of like whisper around you and shit. So
mhm.
it's like you just kind of like that's how you deal with it. They don't really be in your face with it here. But if someone were to get in my face and be like, hey, I feel this way about you, that way about you, I just leave them alone because
Yeah,
if I'm not coming at them like that, if this is not, you know what I'm saying, um, my energy is always trying to help somebody. Real shit. I'm always trying to fucking give advice and trying to help somebody out and all this. And if you feel like you got to compete with
and
me, then
that's real shit. I seen that shit
right.
firsthand.
Real talk, real talk. Appreciate you. And it's like if you're intimidated by that and you feel some kind of way about that, then that's something they have their own demons with. I can't fuck with that.
Now, that's you. Exactly. It's like that's you. It's almost like he was trying to give me a ball of negative energy as a gift.
Right.
I'm like,
Nah.
you can keep that right on behind your forehead, sonny
Yeah.
boy.
You don't need that shit. Yeah. You don't need to.
That
Yeah. A
shit's
lot of
so
people.
below me. I didn't even really trip on it, honestly. I just was like, wow,
Yeah. You don't gotta.
motherfuckers are really out there thinking these things. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm plotting on them. I don't give a fuck about you. Come
Right.
on, man.
You'll be
It's just
amazed
one.
how some people you'll be amazed how some people look at you and think that you're just really out to get them. It's crazy, bro. It's really fucking crazy, man.
Now,
Yeah.
on the flip side, I've had a lot of people say some really fucking badass stuff to me and about me. So,
Right.
it's not even really fair for me to put too much focus on that. I actually had a brainiac hit me up the other day. He said, I consider you the brainiac's lieutenant." I was
Right.
like,
Right.
I don't consider myself even
I
like
do.
you know, I'd love to be. I don't consider myself even top 10. You
Oh,
know, like
I definitely
Brainiacs, but
consider you. I
but
definitely consider you like the top brainiacs. Real shit.
yeah, that's much love, man. I
Yeah.
did you see you were on the last Freaky Friday, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see where I kind of busted myself and Twisted Insane was like he was playing a little snippet and I was like I named the title of the song
Uh,
of a
yeah.
song that was
Yeah.
never released. He's like, how do you know that? That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
scariest shit ever. He's like, how?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
He's
Like
like,
you
you
own
screen recording.
it. Yeah, I remember that.
You did it.
Yeah, I was trying to get in there. I was trying to get in that motherfucker that night too. It was
Oh,
wild as
you were?
hell. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it was full up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
wild.
man.
That's wild.
Well,
You be on
hopefully
it, bro. You
Well,
really
hopefully next time, you know, and even on your platform, like I know I feel like you're I know you're hella underrated. I definitely feel like you're underdog. But like I can't wait till the day where you really start getting some more traction on the live streams.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, I feel like the days that are coming where we get more and more hype homies up in here,
Oh
like
yeah.
we can party for
Oh yeah.
sure.
It's gonna be
We
like
can
that.
get down.
It's coming. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Just takes time. I always I always blame myself for things. So it's like I got to put in more work. Got to do things better. So I'm gonna figure that shit out and get this shit popping more. Real shit.
Well,
You know what I'm
keep
saying?
staying consistent, and
Oh
then
yeah.
you know, there's like all the, I guess, buzzwords, but you know, one of the ones that comes to mind is staying consistent, and then
Mm.
perseverance is the other one.
Oh yeah.
Where I know you keep putting in that grind.
Oh yeah.
It's probably going to be some weird situation where you just kind of get lucky and you already have been doing all the right things,
Right.
and then it pops. That's my guess of how it's going to unfold.
Right. Hey man.
But
Well,
I'm
I know.
optimistic, hybrid.
Wait, shit. I know it's gonna happen, man. I appreciate you so much for that too. That's dope, man. I appreciate that. That's motivation, like
Much
a
love.
motherfucker. Real shit. I'm glad you
Well,
see
much
that, bro.
love to you, man. Like, yeah, man. Like, well, I just wonder, you know, you're so talented in like many things.
Right.
Are you gonna be like weirded out, or are you gonna be in a situation where you're like surprised if it's maybe not the rap that gives you like the breakthrough moment, and it's your comedy?
Right. Um. I you know I put it like this here. It all comes back to hip hop for me because that's my whole way to the stage is music and all that other good shit, and that's just my whole thing. But if it were like, let's say if that were to happen, like the comedy were to pop off or whatever like that first, I mean that'd be
Yeah,
cool. I'd ride that, and then we can get them to the music because it's not like they're gonna ignore it. If anything, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, like Jamie Foxx. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know, like okay, he does comedy, does acting and shit like that too, but he's very talented over here, and then it'll spread more, put more shine on it. You know what I mean? So I'm embracing it, really, to be honest with you, because
hell yeah, man.
it's like I'm not a comedian. Like I don't sit back and just think of jokes per se. I just literally go off of what I see. Like everything you see on my shit is normally
Like a
just
funny label on something. It's like
right.
ad hoc. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna
Yeah,
find this.
yeah. I didn't know.
I'm
I
gonna
would just
find this like weird ass diaper with
right.
attachments on it and
Right, 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 right. So like I just go out
day
there.
of the week stickers or something on it,
Yeah, yeah. And me and
whatever it might be.
right, and me and my old lady are just like we'll joke sometimes, and then like if me and her are laughing at it, I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. Let me just go ahead and put the phone up and just and say it. Or sometimes I'll just say some shit that I'm thinking, but it's not to like I don't want to be like a comedian with like material like stand up.
No,
No, that's not what
I
I do.
feel like that would be tight as hell though, man. If you did like a performance like that, where you're like, hey, I'm gonna do 30 minutes of stand up, and
Well,
I'm gonna organically bullshit with the crowd,
right.
and
I'm
get some
not.
laughs.
That's not me. Like hip hop
Yeah,
all day long. I could do it with music, freestyle, whatever, performing all day long, hosting, whatever. But
yeah,
comedian is not what I want to do. And then like, if I don't want to necessarily do it, I'm not gonna be able to put my all in it. And then also too, like other things. Like you don't. I went into pro wrestling, right? You know what I'm saying? And there's some things with pro wrestling that I just couldn't get with, like certain politics and shit like that. Behind the scenes that just wouldn't let me. I just couldn't further in it because I couldn't get with that shit. You know.
Well, I would imagine that is a ginormous portion of the professional wrestling.
Right.
I just watched Randy Savage documentary, or at least listened to it last night. I think I actually had watched it one time before as well. And you could just kind of get a little smell or taste of how much politics are behind. Like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
you can't talk this. That's the other team. You can't, they're the competition. You can't be talking about their stars and how you can't pick a battle with them.
Oh yeah.
There's all this bureaucracy, and I'm sure there are situations where people all agree in a room like this is going to be the next superstar hero, and then they blindside them and make them the laughing stock of the whole damn show.
Right.
Like, I'm
Right.
sure that happens like all the time.
Yeah,
So
it's entertainment business. I mean, all
yeah,
that can happen in any aspect. I mean, even in rap, I've seen it happen. Motherfuckers been chewed up, used up, and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but
you've
if
seen that, huh?
oh fuck yeah, I've seen shit. I've seen motherfuckers get turned out with this shit. Just trying to get into a studio. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
Huh?
it seems like the promoters are some of the rougher aspects of the rap game, as far as I can tell. If you're
Yeah.
looking to do shows, I know like in your circle, there's all kind of, well, not in your circle, sorry, but more like in your town and vicinity, greater. There's
Right.
all kinds of fuck shit like that, like you were
Oh.
saying, where
Oh yeah. To pay the.
artists go pay to, or they're paying where they think this could be their breakthrough moment.
Yeah, that's my whole campaign I had went against my city with. That's why I made that song Cap Rappers.
Mm,
And yeah, and Lil Darrow, because that was aimed at the promoters around here doing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It is basically now I'm not gonna lie, the more I got into it, it's also a lot of the artists that aren't professional. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of artists that aren't professional and they don't do what they're supposed to do, and they're just out here trying to make somebody give them money for nothing. But on the flip side of that, it's a
yeah,
whole lot of promoters out here who are just using motherfuckers. As long as you're trying to prove to them that that you're somebody, then they will love to fuck with you on a low level of however they want to fuck with you. But if
yeah,
the moment you say, "Hey, I got draw in this city. If I throw a show myself, I got draw. I've thrown a show myself. You can see it and all kind
yeah.
of shit." And then that's when they don't want to fuck with you no more, or that's when it's like, oh, they're you're a hater, or they're trying to blackball.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
wow.
Like, I've been
Just
doing it
keep a motherfucker down.
right. I've been rapping in this city since 2003, and there's other rappers that been rapping in this city since then and longer than me. And once they get to a certain position, where they're actually, where it's like, hey, I need compensation for this shit. I'm doing this. I've been doing this for this long. I got a name. uh
Yeah,
that's when all of a sudden people start dissing them, and they're like, oh, they're not signed, or
they get funny over the money.
right, they get real funny. It's like
Yeah,
in Colombia, it's like if you're not signed and you don't have like a big fucking, like if you're not taking off of some shit, then they try to make it seem like you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, though, if you give them like $1,000, like if you're a dope boy that just gives them $1,000 to come on stage, then it's all good.
I've
So
heard similar stuff like that with the DJs, where you gotta pay them to spin
yeah.
your record.
Oh yeah, the
And
DJs out here are wild as hell. They just had a DJ conference. Oh fuck yeah, they just had a DJ. First off, there's not no club. There ain't no clubs around here. See, this is. Let's just start here. There's not many
like
clubs.
conspiracizing over
Oh
there against the rappers.
Oh Lord. But it's like it's not many clubs in Columbia, South Carolina. Like it used to be, but not many anymore. It's like one or two. Then they have like
Okay.
yeah, then they have like DJ conferences where there's like 20, 30 fucking DJs in there. And then they're like, oh, well, the artists didn't know about it. They didn't come. So they're not supporting. So we're not gonna spend their shit, or we're not gonna do anything for them, or they're gonna have to give us thousands of dollars for us to talk about them. Because there's no clubs for them to spin it in. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like it's
Oh, this they ran out of their platforms, and now they're looking for new avenues of
right, and the only new
how they
avenue
can
they
get a.
got is just to sell dreams to other people who just stuck in that mind frame, because the younger artists, I notice a
Yeah.
lot of the younger artists don't fuck with them. They just kind of do their own thing, and with the social media and all this, they do that. But when it comes to the artists that have been kind of doing it for a little minute and all this other shit, they are.
Definitely a little bit more old school in their technology and how they were raised. They might have been not have been,
Right.
surely weren't raised around these smartphones, and
Right. And
I'm sure most of them or a lot of them are not as tech savvy when it comes to social media
right.
or uh, new
I think
marketing platforms that are just kind of common knowledge for the younger
it's the
generations.
mind frames around here, because a mind frame around here is you have to have a 9 to 5 to be considered somebody that's uh I want to say significant or important, or who has it together
Yeah,
or some shit, and
yeah,
they're stuck on that. Like they're like, I got to be the guy with the with the 9 to 5 and all this shit, and following the status quo of what someone is supposed to be, and therefore I don't want to spend my time on the internet. I don't want to see if I can try to make money off the internet. I don't want to invest, in learning and shit like that on this new tool. I would rather just clock in somewhere because that's what my mom said was good, so that's what I think is good, and I think
yeah,
that's what
man.
that's what
I
this is.
it seems to me like that could cause a lot of brainwash for somebody that wants to rap full time,
It's a sound,
and
yes. Yeah.
it would be kind of almost like a desperate moment in some ways, where you're in like this catch 22 where you should be out there promoting your art, and maybe even on a tour perhaps,
Right.
definitely writing and definitely recording, but you got to go to this stink ass 9 to 5 job
Right.
and go listen to your boss tell you why you're not the greatest when you're sitting there. I mean, rap is a competitive industry, like by nature. That's what kind of like my understanding is how a lot of it started and
Yes.
continues to stay relevant. So you don't rap to be the worst rapper out there.
Right.
There's everybody wants to be the greatest, and it's like almost a mostly friendly competition as far
Right.
as I can tell.
Oh,
I'm
it
sure
is.
there's lots of motherfuckers not being so friendly out there. Don't get me wrong.
Right, right. It's just like friendly competition, but I feel you, it can get crazy. But yeah, man,
Hmm.
yeah, you hit that on the head, man. That 9 to 5. Like I've been in situations where I've been at a club the night before, and I've rocked that bitch, open up for like Yin Yang Twins, open up for different artists and all this, or just headlining it myself and just pack that bitch out with me and my gang or whatever. And then the
Yeah,
next day, I'm the ice cream guy at Rush's. You know what I'm saying? Like it's it's fucking like I have a story about that too. Real quick, long story short. Had a freestyle battle with these guys at a club one night. Beat all of them one night. Right. I go
damn,
I go to work the next day. Like I'm sitting there now. I'm beating them. Like I done told all this gangster shit. I'm saying all this gangster shit.
god damn,
Right.
congratulations.
Right. Oh yeah. That's cool. Thank you. But the next day, I'm at work, right, at Rush's, and I'm like the ice cream dude. And these dudes
Yeah,
I had like smashed on the night
coming in and
before.
trying to get a scooper.
Yeah, they come in, they come in, and then they like sitting there like laughing, like this guy was sitting there talking all that gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there.
Yeah,
I
you
can,
want sprinkles with that?
yeah. I
You're
can't.
like all straight face. Do you need
I
any
ain't gonna lie.
crumpets? Would you
Cat
like a
Dog.
waffle?
I had to keep it gangster. I was looking at the motherfuckers like, nigga, I ain't fixing
You
shit.
want
What's
that
that?
motherfucker? You
Yeah,
want that motherfucking sprinkle, won't you?
yeah. I got sprinkles for you, motherfucker. Yeah, yeah.
I used to sling ice cream, and it was a job in high school for me, and I wanted to get a job to be fired because I was like, well, it'd be kind of neat to get that out of like off your chest, like early on in the game. Like, what if you just got fired from your first job?
Mm,
And my friends loved me more than ever when I had that job, because I would hook the ice creams up fat. It's
yeah.
like, don't even come in line. There's a long ass line right now. I'll just bring it out to your car because we're
Word,
pals.
word.
And
That's
the
what's up.
ladies love that shit, man. They love their ice cream cones. I'd hook them up too.
That's word up.
And I definitely had, I had little funny moments where we had like chocolate covered cricket promotions. So there are people
Oh
doing
wow.
all kinds of wackiness with bugs, and I had a guy come in like he was like some badass, like the hardest motherfucker ever.
Right.
And he orders a small and says, and don't skimp on it. So I gave him the leaning tower of ice cream. I'm like, is that skimped enough for you?
So you got my
I
ass
was like,
ice cream with fucking trick
smart ass.
and shit.
Like a 3 foot tall, small ice cream.
Right. You off the fucking chain, man.
Oh, you must have thought I gave a fuck.
Right. Out the chain.
Smoking weed in the freezer, and it the freezer exhausts into the lobby.
Oh wow.
And yeah, all the whole thing. Coworkers, it's you just smoked the whole lobby out. I'm like, oh, cool.
Y'all off
Am
the
I
chain.
fired? Nah, you ain't fired. You get your ass back to them stoopers.
Oh yeah, they need your ass. They ain't trying to let your ass go. Don't give a damn what you know. I'm gonna stab
So-
somebody. Hey, clean that blood up and get back up there and get that ice cream right now.
Hybrid803. So Hollywood calls you tomorrow,
Right.
and they say, well, you're talented. You're a great speaker. You definitely are a great rapper. You're funny as fuck. We don't want you to do any of that. We want you to be a talk show host. You in or you out?
I'm out. I'm out. I've had somebody ask me one time before. They said, if I was offered $1 billion, but I couldn't rap anymore, would I take it? And I told them no. And they were getting on me. They were like, "Oh man, what about your family? What about your daughter? What about da 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 da?" And I'm like, you just made it seem like I'm not gonna get that on my own. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're telling me, like, will I not make $1 billion? Are you saying that I'm not gonna be able to get $1 billion doing what I'm doing? You understand what I'm saying? Like that's how I thought. That was my thought process on it. And I was like, not to mention happiness. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I love money. I'm from the South. We hustlers. We love money. But at the end of the day, money don't make you happy, and it don't. Well, it make you happy. Don't get me wrong. It make you happy, but ultimately, if you got money and you're not spending it in the manner of where it would bring you happiness, then it doesn't work. Yeah,
It makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense to me because I would think, if you were all of a sudden you woke up and you're a billionaire, you're still like you're probably not the same exact person as you were yesterday. But
right.
one of the first things that would probably come to your mind is badass studio time,
dude.
and it's like, oh, now you can't buy no studio.
Right, dude. If I
So
had
it's what good is it then? It's like it's taken
Right.
1 billion times a zero. It's still a zero.
Right. Yeah. So fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't not like I say. Of course, I would want to have. I would want to be able to not worry about things and all that other good shit. And I would want, my family to be automatically straight. But I would feel even better, and I think it would be even better a story or a legacy to know that hey, he came up, he got it from the ground up, and he made that $1 billion doing what he was, doing what he did, and then that's inspiring to my generations to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, yeah, definitely. What's do you have like if you had to pick a single song that you were most proud of writing, could you name that song?
Honestly, no. It's because that's like people ask me that too before. They were like, "Do I have a best song of mine?" And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "All my songs." You know what I'm saying? Like, like all my songs may not.
I still respect that.
Right.
There
Like,
is that.
right. Like all my songs may not be the best for everyone else, but to me, it's a certain feeling I'm putting in there, and it's a certain thing. So it's like it's hard for me to say certain. I can't just say. It's like saying what's my favorite song in hip hop. I don't have a favorite song in hip hop. I have favorite songs, or I just have different songs that I think is good. I think if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Okay, so now like that you're decades deep, do you ever listen to your old stuff and want to go back and change it? Or like maybe you want to change the beat or you want to change a certain part of your verse or a whole verse altogether? Do you ever have that urge?
No, not my
or
old.
feeling?
It depends on depends on how old we talking. Like if it's but then it's like when I listen to my old shit, it's like nostalgia, it's whatever for that time, and then I like that that aspect of it, and it's like whatever you're thinking, unless you still got it in your studio, like unless it's still in the queue or whatever for you to go back and tweak it or whatever. If it's already out and you ain't got no way to do it, then just I let it go. Like
Yeah.
Of course, I've listened to some of my younger shit and was like, I can't believe I was doing that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you know, I
sure,
mean, yeah, but I mean, that's just growth. I think. You know what I mean?
definitely.
Yeah, hell
All
yeah.
right. Well, I mean, your phone's just off the hook right now because okay, so you get a phone call tomorrow
Right.
from a major record label,
Okay.
and you spend some money having like an attorney look at it. He says it all looks good enough. As far
Right.
as you can tell, it seems like it's relatively fair and maybe something that you're confident that would get you more exposure to a bigger fan base and potentially even more. Maybe perhaps they have a master and mix person in house. You
Right.
in or you out?
Signing a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I'm not against signing a deal if the deal is right and the lawyer looks over and it's right and everything's and is cool. Then yeah, fuck it. I wouldn't mind signing the deal because I know after the
Yeah.
deal, it's gonna benefit me majorly on my independent shit after the deal. So yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah,
I've seen something like that with Ritz. Do you know Ritz by chance?
yeah. I fuck
Ever
with
fuck
Rich.
with
It's hard
Ritz?
as hell.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Ritz is super talented and he's tight as hell.
Oh yeah.
And of course, he was on a record label and he really figured out that he wanted to
He was on
like he was
stream.
inspired. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He was inspired and he wanted to go and do his own thing, the CNT stuff,
Right. Right.
and which he's doing now. So I'm
Right.
sure he learned a lot of lessons that, that didn't really cost him a lot directly, like
Right.
out of his own pocket.
Right. I know artists. I've seen artists like it's the artist like Lil Ru who I've seen who before he got like a deal and they kind of helped push this shit. And then in between deals or whatever, he was still able to rock off the shit that the labels had already pushed for him. So that's one of the things I look at. Not to mention all the other business things you get exposed to, connections, all that good shit. Damn sure, damn right.
Do you ever consider taking breaks? Like, have you ever had it in your mind or in your gut that you're like, I need to take a year off of rap? Has
See,
that ever happened to you? And
I get burnt out. What happens with me, and it's fucked up. I don't advise nobody to go through it because I have this shit where I feel like if I'm not rapping, I'm not doing nothing, or if I'm not making like if I haven't wrote a song today, or if I haven't freestyled or some shit, you know what I'm saying with rap, I just feel like I haven't you know done what I was supposed to do. So what's the question again? My bad. What's the question again?
would you ever make a song about peanut butter and jelly?
No, man. What's the question?
Come on.
No, what's the question you said again? You- I'm trying to get you to. That dog is long. He's like, I don't know. I don't know the question. I get okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got
When's
it.
the last time you prank called
I
somebody?
know. Hold on. I got it. I got it. I get burnt out. You said take breaks. I get burnt out because I keep rapping and I keep rapping, and uh when I get to this point where I feel like things aren't working and shit like that, I'll get stressed out. And then when I get stressed out, it'll knock me out for like a couple of months or some shit.
Mm,
And that's the unhealthy thing. You know what I'm saying about what I do. I try to work on that or whatever though. So I try to forcefully take my Sundays off.
mm.
Even yeah, even though I'm still listening to beats. I got flows be in my head. Like I'll be sitting there watching TV with my stepdaughter and my old lady, and they watching like Boys to Menace and shit like this. And then in my head, I got like bars going, and it's like it's fucking weird. So like we try to make Sundays a day off.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
It seemed like you actually do this and like you set like it seems to me like you do set like targets. Do
Now,
you have like long-term goals as far as targets? Like do you like I mean I'm sure everybody out there that's rapping wants millions of views, but do you ever like write it on paper that within 5 years I will have a music video
oh yeah,
with 3.5 million views?
yeah. I do that. As a matter of fact, hold on 1 second, around here somewhere. But yeah, I do that. I like to write things down and manifest things. You know what I'm saying? It's around here somewhere.
How often does it come true when you do
I
such a thing?
can't find it right now. Honestly, it'll come through over time. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it may be fast. Rarely it'll be fast. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hey, this a bitch. Hold on. Get my lights back on. Rarely it'll be
It's all good.
fast. Yeah. Rarely it'll be fast, but over time, yeah. Like I'll ask for things and I'll get them, but then I'll learn the lesson of I was asking for. I'll learn the lesson of I got exactly what I was asking for at that time,
Mm.
and then now I realize that maybe what I was asking for at the time was maybe I needed something more or something better or whatever. If that makes sense.
Do you have a voice in your head that narrates?
Yeah, I got a crazy ass fucking voice in my head all the time that always talk shit to me. You know what I'm saying?
Does
But
that voice when it's talking shit, does it ever give you like a sense of feeling or try to tell you that you're running out of time to get to where you
oh
deserve to
yeah,
get?
it's always that voice in my head always telling me, fighting with me. Always, even when I try to write a song, is always fighting with me, telling me, people don't want to hear this. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Before I make a decision, it's always like, yeah, you should make this decision. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. I always have that in my head. You know what I'm saying? But I try to fight over that motherfucker. Hold on.
Yeah.
It says, have you ever?
Let's address this. Yes.
What the fuck is it? It says, have you
Read it
ever?
out.
Have you
Read
ever
it out.
been turned on by the sight of women's feet? I like to imagine green stink lines coming off them, and God, it makes me happy.
Okay, so check this out. I saw a thing on the internet, and everything on the internet's true, that people that are obsessed with the feet
Uh-huh.
literally have their brains wired in a different way where like it can be seen. Like in like I don't know if it's in an MRI or some other like type of brain wave scan, but it's like you got like an extra toe inside your brain if you're or like you got like a certain area that's connected here and here if you have a foot fetish. And
I
homeboy
don't
definitely
know what
got
to
home
say to
he
that
got that
shit.
got that foot fetish.
I don't know what to say to that
You
shit.
ever been have you ever been turned on by the sight of a woman's feet?
Shani told me she used to work in a salon a couple of years ago, and some dude was coming in there looking at girls' feet or something, and
Yeah.
he would come in and ask the girls, ask the people to let them look at the girls' feet, and they would like let them look at the girls' feet in there. And
Yeah, it's a whole I mean, it's a whole industry. There's tons of money in it. Like a lot of
oh, did
the
you charge that
streaming
man to look
celebs,
at girl feet?
they
Did
get
y'all charge him?
they make like six figures off of selling pictures of their feet. Like
Wow.
it's a real thing that goes down.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
wish is that Kyle? It's like Kyle
first off, yeah, man,
tap
I
Kyle
think
tap in. Come talk to us, buddy. We need to know a little bit more
yeah,
as
I don't know
far
if it's
as
Kyle or Kylie.
might be a Kylie.
I don't know. It's
It's kind of
weird.
cut off on my screen. I mean, it's an
Uh-huh.
interesting
What the hell?
comment.
Now, when I go to buffets, I have this little plastic shovel that I bring and I plunge it in the food to scoop it in my plate. I have never washed it. I'm never gonna. All right, all righty.
Well, I would recommend not only cleaning it but sanitizing it. Look into Star San.
Right.
Beer brewers use it. It's a no rinse acid based sanitizer. After you
Yeah,
clean that bag, look, this is where you if you can get facial hair, grow the beard, leave the food lingering in the beard. If you really got to come back to those remnants, that's what I, that's
you
what I
gotta
want to tell you.
Ken Dog
That's
and
my.
you gotta troll the trolls, Ken Dog. That's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta troll.
I'm just feeding them. I'm feeding the troll. Get them crumbs. Just a little
You know what
last month's little meal, a little reminder. You ate steak last month.
I'm
Might not ate steak this month. It's real expensive.
Hey, it's a good money saver. It's a good money saver right there. You off the
Do
fucking
you have do you on that list? Do you have like equipment that you don't have that you want? believe me, I understand. Like you're the first rapper to put a full album out on a phone app,
Right.
so I
Yeah,
know
I'm
you
definitely.
make it work. But
Yeah, I definitely am looking into buying. I got my eye on a couple of things. Like I said, this is one MIDI device. I forgot the name of it right now, but it's a MIDI device that turns your voice into MIDI, and like you can beatbox and all kind of fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? And make the beats with
yeah,
your beatboxing. So that's just wild. You know what I'm saying?
that is wild, man.
Yeah. Oh, let me
Uh,
get this motherfucker out of here with this shit.
oh man,
I know this motherfucker with that shit, man. But
I'm
anyway,
all into it. I'm all into it still. I'm like, oh, old brooding.
yeah, fuck that shit, man. Ain't got time for that shit, man. But yeah, man, yeah.
Anybody got time for that?
I got time for that shit, man. It's all good.
Hybrid803. It's wonderful hanging out with you, man. Especially, we've had like this cadence going, and
Yeah.
it's been tight and an honor to be a part of it, man. Like I think that shit's tight as fuck.
Man,
Um,
I appreciate
when are
seeing
you gonna do a song with Twisted Insane?
I am he said he gonna do a song with me. I'm waiting to do a song with him. Like I said, we got Lady Insane and Shanny Rock song whenever they get everything situated with that. We got that in the works. That's one of my favorite artists, dope as hell. I'm just whenever he ready, I'm ready. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I'm waiting. You know what I mean? I'm fucking waiting. I don't even want to like I ain't gonna cap. I don't even want to get in the inbox and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? I just wait and I'll be like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, cause I know, when it's just first off, I just feel honored that the motherfucker even fucking with me or even, you know, even fuck with me. He's done even before even doing a fucking song with me, introducing me to his fan base. That shit was he didn't have to do that at all. Like he didn't have to do none of that
yeah,
shit. Yeah, he did not
this
have to
is
do none of
true.
that. Right. He didn't have to do shit, none of that shit. And I thought that was the realest shit. When I first got on this live, I just got on this live just, as a fan. And I seen him on it because we be going around different lives and shit. Like, we went to La Chat live before this one, from 3 6 Mafia. We fuck with her and shit.
Mm,
We went to Curtis King live. I did a Curtis King live before where I even acted like a different character with Curtis King and shit. It was pretty funny. It's on my shit. It's pretty funny. But I got on Twisted Insane shit because like I
I gotta
said,
peep that.
yeah, I had I looked up to him and everything as far as with the speed rapping and just he's a dope artist all around.
Oh
And
yeah,
right for him to like let me in that day and for me to just let me hear just to listen to my verse and shit and to be like fuck with Hybrid, fuck with his old lady, Shanny Rocks, like that shit, that means a lot, bro. Like he can not
yeah.
do a song, even though I hope he don't be like, all right, well nigga, I ain't doing it, but like you know what I'm saying. But
I guess what I would tell you in in reply to what you said is that you don't necessarily have to wait, right? Like as far like Twisted Insane, you just make him like to where he has to get on that motherfucker.
right,
That's what I think would be your sweet spot. It's like,
right.
oh, he's like, I gotta get in there and he, beat verse. Here's your beat, your verse, maybe your verse is.
uh
And I don't know if maybe even that's the best way, honestly. I don't know what works best for you. I know a lot of artists like they want to have a sit down, they want to be in the same exact room for
I don't
the
have.
music to be as good as it could possibly be.
I would love
So
that, but I don't have to.
yeah,
I would love to
yeah.
do that. I would. Don't get me wrong. I would love to do that, but I don't have to do that shit.
Well, there's no rule it has to be one song either, just one song, right? So I mean,
Do a whole album.
maybe that's your avenue. Maybe you throw 'em the verse or two,
Right.
and
I wouldn't
this
mind
is
being.
where I need you to come in. And
Right. I wouldn't mind being down with the brain sick, man. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Shit.
Brian,
Hell yeah.
you are down with the brain sick. What are you talking about? Being down
I'm
with the
down
brain?
with it. I'm talking about, on the label, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. I'm down. I'm brain all day. Brain for life. Real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. That one's interesting to me because the way he does business is very different from
Right.
everybody else, for better or worse.
Right.
It's all on a handshake as far as I can tell. I
Yeah.
mean, you gotta gel in. Like, I mean, you gotta fit in with the whole with the whole brain vibe. Like that's definitely a thing. Like even I would even go as far as saying like personality wise,
Right.
fitting in well with, you know, with all the folks that are on brain. Like that's a piece of it as well as far as I've seen. But
I fuck
yeah,
with
man, I feel like
I fuck with them heavy. I hope my sound does. I hope like because I do know I have a, you know, I'm slightly different because I mean I'm from a different place, all kind of shit. But I
yeah.
just I just hope it meshes. You know what I'm saying? Because over here, when I'm over here, they say my sound is West Coast, or I should be somewhere. Like when I'm over here, they tell me, "Oh man, you sound like you need to be over there with fucking Tech Nine or Insane Clown Posse or some shit like that, or with Dre or them." Like that's what people over here be telling me all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? So
Are you a juggalo?
I can't. I love
Yeah,
ICP. I like ICP.
I don't think we can put you on psychopathic records today.
Right.
Sorry,
I
Hybrid
like
803.
ICP, and I fuck with the Great Malenko. That whole album is hard. And I drank a little bit of Fago. What's good, Faraday? What's
Hell yeah.
happening, homie? And I drank a
Faraday.
Yeah, I drank a little bit of Fago, and I love wrestling, but I don't know, man.
Oh
I can't.
shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they would like me. Fury fucks with them really heavy. I know Blind Fury fucks with the Juggalos real heavy. I done seen him at a couple of gatherings and all that good shit. I fuck with
That's what
Fury.
I was gonna say. You got to get on a gathering right now. You know, if you survive it.
I've always wanted to go to one. I've always wanted to fucking go to one.
Deep down, I do want to go to one, like for a day or two. Give me my own RV. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to rough it by any
Right.
means, but I do think that it would be entertaining as fuck.
Right.
And they have a lot of interesting people there. So
You
I
fuck
don't know
with
if you
Joker?
like people watching.
You fuck with Joker? Yeah, I know.
I definitely have listened.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead. My
listened
bad.
to, I listened to a few of his songs. I think he's talented. I remember when he was beefing heavily with Tech Nine.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Wait, I said that wrong. Tech Nine.
yeah. I remember that. I remember
He
that.
was beefing with him, and then the last I saw with Joker was that he was out there scamming people and
Yeah.
taking their money, and then not really following through with
Yeah.
with his
I
commitments.
I seen that. I look, you know, I liked his style. I think me and Joker wouldn't mesh as people. You know what I'm saying? Like as like, you know, as a person. But
Yeah.
on the
Why?
artist,
Because you don't fuck people over? I mean, that would be a pretty decent reason.
that's one I'm too fucking real. Two, I smoke weed. He ain't with that. So
He doesn't smoke weed.
nah, he got at Massetti and all the motherfuckers for I think Massetti came to his house and
Yeah.
stayed with him for a second, and he talking about he couldn't smoke weed in his house and all this shit. I'm like, I'm a
Yeah.
grown ass motherfucker. I got kids. How the hell you finna tell I smoke outside? Yeah, I respect
Yeah.
the house, but you ain't finna tell me I ain't finna be high. You kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying?
No motherfucking shit, man. Like I was looking for a place in Virginia, and they were like, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna explore my options. This guy's got a good price. He's like, look, you can have my whole basement for this price. And look, here's like, then he started putting stipulations on it. I was like, this place is brand spanking new. He's like, look, we all go to sleep at 7 p.m. We have a brand new infant. I'm like, how the fuck is that even possible? First of all, and he's like, you can't make any noise, not even like a peep. I'm like, okay, well, I'm quiet as fuck, so whatever. Okay, we're past that. And then the smoking came up, and I'm like, look, I don't always smoke, but on occasion, I may want to go have my own little area outside.
Right.
And that was it. He's like, are you gonna go? Are you gonna pray to Allah for 7 hours at a time outside when you're out there?
Are you fucking
And I
serious?
was like, yo, I'm just talking about smoking.
Oh hell no.
We're talking about smoking here. Smoking is a 5-minute deal, man. In and out.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like that. I wouldn't like that remark. We would have to go outside and have a little talk.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, well, look, you know, that's all good with the smoker, but we gotta go outside and handle that. I ain't like your tone.
You know,
You know what I'm saying?
catch me outside. Exactly, man.
Right.
Yeah, and then at that point I'm like, motherfucker, nah.
Right.
This ain't it.
Friday, I'm down with it. Just let me know. Yeah, whenever you want to do it, I'm down with it. I did an interview with another guy for the honor show. He was like in where was he? He's like in the Midwest, not in the Midwest, but he's like in Oregon. He over there close to Canada type shit. In over there. But I did a interview with him on YouTube. It's on YouTube. You should check it out. I think I got on the community post or whatever. But yeah, if you want to do an interview Faraday, I'm down with you, bro. Just let me know whenever you're ready, bro. I'm down with it. You know what I'm sizzling.
What did he say? Some of the chats cut off for me. It looks like he said, "Would either of y'all be down for an interview on my podcast?"
Would either y'all be down for an interview on this podcast this week, or both of y'all I could do back to back? Yeah, we down. You know we fucking down. Well, I'm down. I don't know what Ken Dog.
I'm scared, man. What are you talking about?
Is you down?
Both of us.
I'm down. Shit, I do these shit. I hate interviews.
That's your bread and butter right there. Anyway, get that Hybrid 803 up in there.
Right. I hate interviews when motherfuckers be trying to that don't do no research on you though. They'll be like, all right, so Hybrid 803, tell the people about yourself. And I'm like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean tell the people about yourself? You don't know me? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's weird to phrase it like that because, like, I think there are some that are like you don't necessarily need to know the person. Like, I'll hit you with one right now. Right. What is Hybrid 803's message?
But I can tell that's one of those questions. I know that's one of those questions. I know that. Like you didn't ask me about me. And don't give me where are you from and all this other shit. Like, cause like when I do interviews, I've done interviews. You know what I'm saying? Before I do interviews with motherfuckers, I will go Google their ass. If I can't Google them because they may not be as big or whatever, I will then hit them up before we even get on the interview, and I will be like, hey, I know this about you, but what about this? Even if I only know a song, like, hey, I know this song by you, but what about this, that, and the third? What do you have that we can talk about? This, and then once I get those pointers down, I'll write them down. Then I will go on, and I'm giving a lot of game too. Anybody want to do?
You do all. I'm over this trade secrets and all that shit. I'm over here taking notes because I was like, I thought it was all good. You don't need to know that person. Surely it's kind of neat to do a little bit of research, but I don't know to me, I feel like it doesn't matter as much, honestly, Hybrid 803, because like most of the people that are watching that interview, they're not all going to know these things. So I feel like it's okay to start super basic.
Right. I think it gives a good back and forth though.
Yeah, it's not going to be as organic if I'm throwing you questions that are only like, what is Hybrid 803's message?
No. I hate that question. I'm not gonna lie. No. I don't know, man. I think it's good back and forth when you know something about the person, and and you know something about the person, and y'all could just go, because you'll be amazed at you may have like, okay, I know I gotta ask these questions here, but once you ask these questions, you can branch off into certain shit within the question that you may not know. Like I got on the Hybrid 803 podcast, I have them out there. I did interviews with local artists and all kind of shit. You can check them out whenever you want to check them. I got all kind of shit on there, but that's how I would do the shits. You know what I'm saying? Like I would try to talk to them and see what the fuck's going on. Are you guys free tomorrow 2 p.m.?
Is there any
is up on the inbox on Instagram? What's that, bro?
Is there any artist that you've never seen live that you want to see live? Check it out, Faraday. That's my window.
Yeah, you look like you had like a Jay Leno shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like a talk show shit. It does. That shit look hard. But yeah, it's a lot of artists I ain't seen yet that I want to see. I'm in South Carolina. Don't nobody come down here.
Yeah.
Don't nobody come down here. You know who come down here? Pastor Troy. That's who come down here every month. Pastor Troy and Lil Boosie, they come down here every month.
That's still tight. Do you ever I'm dropping my phone and stuff. I actually have a chair sitting on my bed, which is my camera stand here. Do you ever consider leaving the South?
Yeah.
Consider just like, I'm gonna,
I don't want to move out of the South per se, because I love the rent is good down here. I know that for a fact. You can get you a good house, and you can get in a nice neighborhood. All you gotta do is have a couple dollars and you'll be straight down here. So I don't want to live in where I'm at right now. I want to get out of my city, really, because I just want to get out of my city too, on top of all the other bullshit. But I would like to move like out of South Carolina, still be in the South though.
Oh, yeah.
But I wouldn't mind if I had to move out of the South. I'm not opposing it. I'm not opposing it.
Where would you go if you could pick any spot? You're not worrying about rent or anything like that.
If I had a choice, if I had anywhere with a dispensary where weed's legal, I would go. That's where I want to go. That's where I want to
legal
go.
here, man.
Yeah, yeah.
They got like, I don't know if I can actually.
You can buy weed in New York?
Yeah, and this, like, they legalized it and shit in this corner right here. That's called Gope. It's called Go Puff. And then if you were to look,
get out of here.
Yeah, they got them all here. They're all dispensaries. Dispensaries they can be good, but they are not always good. A lot of them are actually whack in certain areas, from what I found.
He said
Chicago was one of them where I was like, this is fucking whack. The lady's like, you buying? And I'm like, I don't know. I got to look at the menu. And she's like, well, only one person could be up here at a time at the window. So you need to go back in line. And I was like, I ain't buying.
Right, yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck that.
And fuck this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I walked out of there. But, some places have trash weed. It's just trash all around. I don't care if you buy the toppest of the top shelf or the bottom of the bottomest. It's all the same garbage.
No.
Trash.
Man,
I would, what I'd tell you is, like, I some days I have, like, in certain areas, I'm like, I wish weed was still illegal here, because at least I could get something fucking good.
Oh, yeah. I feel you on that. Yeah, because I would assume where the weed is legal at the streets, they just kind of like, fuck it.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, a lot of the places where it's still illegal, you can get some fire bud. I got fire bud in some places. I had my medical card.
You lucky son of a gun.
Like 5 years ago, and the weed was like top notch then. But you the recreational wasn't a thing yet. So like when you went and you got some stuff, it was like actually
gas,
medicinal type gas.
That's what it is, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah,
love.
That's what I would want.
Somewhere where weed is legal.
Right.
Well, actually, I did an exercise like that before, where I was like, I'm kind of tired of my current place. I want to see what's out there as far as options. So one of the factors I did was like, what are the list of states that have legal recreational weed? Because I'm not trying to go somewhere where there are a bunch of fucking squares. They're saying, oh, you're breaking the law right now. Like, no. Go fucking catch an actual bad guy. How about that?
Right. Yeah. And then normally, most of the times, if the weed ain't legal, it's some country slow ass shit. So you don't want to be there anyway.
What up, Chad?
Yeah. What's up?
Much love.
Now, Ken Dog, I got my food getting ready.
What's for dinner? That's probably the last question.
We having barbecue chicken with the Brussels sprouts and the rice. So
what kind of healthy? What kind of barbecue?
Cattleman's Gold.
You ever had Stubbs? Not to be confused with Nubs.
I done seen Stubbs look like that nigga look like he a slave on that bottle. I done seen him.
Yeah, that's not allowed. There's no way that's allowed anymore.
Hey, I seen him, but I ain't tried them yet though, because I ain't gonna lie, man. When you try different barbecue sauces, you get mad. And that shit don't be hitting, and you got to deal with that shit for the rest of the night. You be mad as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta watch out for that high fructose corn syrup too. If you're avoiding it, sip with that.
I'm fucking with that honey shit too. Like honey has been good as fuck. You fuck with honey?
Well, okay. So in Arizona, we got drive-through liquor stores, and it's a good way if you're like 16 years old to go get yourself a cigar or a little bluntsky, some sort of tobacco, without getting carded,
right?
Because you got to be 18 to buy like a cigarette. And one day I went through the drive-through liquor store and I ordered a honey blunt wrap.
Right.
And dude working the liquor store pulled a revolver that was definitely loaded, pointed at my motherfucking face and said, "Who you calling honey?" So Hybrid, who you calling honey?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm like, a blunt wrap. I do fuck with the honey, definitely. And if you get it unfiltered in that local area, there's nothing better for allergies.
Well, I hate you had to go through that because you know that's some fuck shit. But yeah, honey is good for allergies. It's good. I like to use it in the morning too, so you know you won't get all like hungry and shit in the morning, like you know. That's like, but that's fucked up. That shit happened, man. I hate that fucking happened to you. You know what I'm
Honey
saying?
is delicious and bees are amazing. I'm allergic to bees, but the things that they do, you know that they have like a they can basically so only a queen bee can like lay a female, which any of them could become another queen bee
Right.
if they're fed that jelly, which is like kind of like where's that jelly at, man? Let's eat on that. I bet you that would make you live way the fuck longer.
I'm pretty
But
sure. I think that would be disgusting.
Hybrid 803, what I'm gonna do is say much love. Thank you for having me on your stream, and I want to let you close it out real proper like. And I
Always,
hope you have.
always good
Oh,
seeing you, Ken Dog. You the homie. Appreciate you so much, brother.
I hope you have a wonderful evening. Much love to you, and shout out to Shanny Rocks.
Word.
And enjoy that dinner.
Hey man, you enjoy that nice hotel you in, bro.
Hell, motherfucking yeah. Take care.
All right, brother. Man, ain't nothing but love, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. I appreciate everybody coming through showing love. Shouts out to Chad Free. Shouts out to Faraday. Shouts out to Lisa Savage. I had a Facebook user come by. I didn't see his name. Shouts out to Westside 91. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody coming through. I'm about to eat some dinner and get high and possibly do my nightly freestyles after I eat. But I thank y'all so much for coming by. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all look out for that good music I got coming out. We're gonna do this Monday music review coming back. We're just gonna have to charge for it. And yeah, man, see y'all next Thursday. And as always, until next time, I think I might have an interview with Faraday coming up too soon. So yeah,